True crime with Ted Sight. Jackass here, World of YouTube. I thought I'd cover this story. And for once, it's not a goddamn kid. But we're gonna talk about a bunch of so-called dipstick bullies out there that like to manhandle grown adults. And go figure. But, in all seriousness, just like kids, there's always that breed out there that they gotta beware of. And obviously adults have to beware of too. It doesn't really matter how old you are or what strength you are. Someone's gonna wanna sneak attack you, they're gonna do it. But yeah, everybody knows that's a fucking coward. Straight up coward that does them things. A wimp, wussy, a weak person. But anyways, all of from Munson. Yeah, man from Maryland. Literally was, and I kind of like this story because this guy's got some good taste in automobiles. It was pretty cool. I mean, it sucks what happened to him, but I'm kind of like, damn, I like this guy because he got a nice taste in automobiles. You see, back in 1994, was it 94? Oh, no, it was, I think it was 92. Yeah, 92. Kind of sucks, though. Oh, no, wait a minute. It was way earlier than that. Damn. When the hell did that happen? 92, 93. Somewhere in there. Anyways, me and Mr. Munson here got a good taste in vehicles, like I say. Although it was a kind of different model, but I had a 260Z Datsun. Call it my Chinese vet. Because, of course, Datsun was made from, I believe, China. My chink vet. Love that car, man. And even though it was a automobile made of a, what was that? It was a straight six, fuel injected. Someone literally took in the option of making the one I had with a Holly 4-barrel. And oh man, I can tell you right now, folks, I'm surprised I'm not dead. Because I did do something stupid with that vehicle, and but what pissed me off about that is that I lost mine due to the fact that it just was starting in that time that everybody needed a title. And the guy who had it didn't have a title for it. And I couldn't even get it registered. I was pissed. Very pissed off. Extremely pissed off. And what had happened was I had another one too, but the engine blew in it because of the fact that I forgot to put friggin' oil in it. And I only picked up both cars for $400 on both sales. But the one I did with the 4-barrel, man, that one was badass. And I mean, it was fast. So, I mean, I was like, wow, this story is pretty cool because this guy bought the same, but he bought the 240Z, I believe it was. I had the 260. And, so I mean, mine I ended up I had to leave in New York because God damn it, took it out to New York because I wanted to see my aunt before she passed away. And, mind you, I had that fucking thing doing the top mileage. Oh, man. I think the thing did 160. And I had that needle buried in the friggin' dashboard because I was racing on my way to New York. It was in the middle of the night. Wouldn't you know, out of any kind of car that pulled up alongside of me, you'd think I'd get any type of friggin' vehicle, hot rod. I got a Datsun 280Z. You want to know about a friggin' challenge on the road, man. Took that thing, whooped that person's ass, blew him away. Couldn't even keep up with his fuel injection. But, you know, I had to tell that story because this guy, right, bought the same thing. His dream car. I mean, I wish I still had mine, man, because that thing was badass. And I mean, it hauled ass with that freaking 4-barrel. But, in all seriousness, here he is right here. He was a devoted school teacher. As you can see, I could tell by his face, 1,000 words in a picture. You can tell that he looks like a very charming, humble type of man. Of course, he was a school teacher, and all the kids, I would say to this day, are probably still wondering where he is. But unfortunately, he stepped in the wrong place at the wrong time. Location, Baltimore, Maryland. February 13th, 1984. Go figure, the person he bought the friggin' car from, title in hand and all, thinking he was buying his dream car, ended up being excuse me, jeez, a well-known chop shop. Stolen vehicles out the Watoos. Fake VINs, fake titles, everything. Just balled up in one great ball of joy. And of course, this guy, like I said, got up in the wrong place at the wrong time. They did a raid on the chop shop. And go figure, this guy was pretty much, he didn't want to do it. And I don't know why the cops forced him to do it. With all the fake titles and everything in hand, I think they could have had a full-blown case against this friggin' idiot. But they wanted to force this poor man to testify against the chop shop owner, and well, there you go. And word got around, thanks to the good old law enforcement, and the man ended up missing. So I figured I'd share my story with this person due to the fact we had a nice taste in vehicles. Oh man, I miss my chink vet. But It was Dennis Watson. I mean, this guy have all kinds of charges. Of course, back in the day, man, it wasn't uncommon for chop shops. I'm sure they're still out there today, but back in the day, man, them things are roaring like the friggin' moonshine run. You know, every time law busts something up, illegalize something, there's something new comes up. So, just sad situation. Of course, the stolen vehicle ID tags are license plates. I found us in an attempt to contact unsuccessfully. They had his car taken as evidence. So, I mean, it is a poor sap that just didn't know a damn thing. And, of course, law enforcement pushing the issue, press the issue of putting this guy's life in danger. I think they could have just done it without him, like I said. I don't know why they just went forward with it. Guy's probably in a freaking old junk car, you know, headed out, put out on a friggin' car crusher in a fucking junkyard and re-scrapped for metal. If this guy was in that type of industry, you know, to think like a killer, you gotta catch a killer. That's what probably happened to this poor guy. I mean, that's the thing, man. You get caught up with things you don't know about. Think you're getting a good deal? More better yet, yeah. Just, you know, all in all, put out there, trying to make your dreams come true, end up in the bottom of the river, bottom of the landfill, recycled in a car junk lot. Sad situation. And as you can see, man, this stuff, like I say, every time I go into a case, I gotta say it every time. It just continues to happen. The justice system is not even pulling off half of what they need to do to keep scumbags off the street like this. Now, I don't know if he was a family man or not, but hey, I think he might have been. I forgot what I read, but you know, he was a son, brother, could have been a, you know, an uncle, whatever. Just like everybody else that ends up wiped from existence off the face of the earth. That's a sad situation. What can one do? So, like, my new thing I like to do is give that moment of silence. And hope one day that this guy body will be found to be rested in the rightful place where he belongs, not laying in some unmarked grave because of some scumbag that didn't want to get his ass handed to him. So, with that being said, once again, folks, be safe, take care, always beware, because you'll never know if we will be that next victim. I say, man, everybody got to put themselves in a position to keep their eyes open and some type of weapon in your hand. Because I tell you, them sneak attacks that everybody can't see from the people that are the worst pieces of shit, wimps, sissies, and cowards. That's right. What can one do? When you got someone that just don't care. I think everyone in the modern world of today should be able to fight back and take out what is trying to take us out. That's what I think.